score! The fans are crashing into the arena to watch Game 2 between the Don Mills Flyers and the North York Rangers. It's the North York Rangers up 1-0 in this series after a 6-0 victory in Game 1. I'm joined by Simon Hendricks once again. By the way, Sammy Brzezowski.
Yeah, I mean, I would really expect a closer, more exciting game in this one. I highly doubt that we will see another blowout like we did in Game 1.
Well, we're going to see a different goaltender matchup. It'll still be Brady Noling for the North York Rangers. Don't you worry. But for the Don Mills Flyers, it'll be Marcus Cruz D'Annunzio getting the start. The Mike Smith-esque goalie will be there to try to make some of his patented flashy saves. I kind of butchered that word, but I didn't butcher his play style. Now, let's talk about some other players' play style. We mentioned a player for the North York Rangers who may be one of their best.
Yeah, Tyler Challenger, what is there to say? A big physical presence. Almost reminds me like a Rick Nash type of player who's a big guy, very skilled, and has a wicked shot. He's just a natural goal scorer, and he's really able to set up his teammates well and do it very effectively. Again, using his speed and his size, he's really able to almost bully other defenders around into creating his own opportunities. So I would look out for him to have another big game for the Rangers.
Yeah, and it'll be the Don Mills Flyers. They won't be able to come up short in this game. They'll be down 2-0. They'll be in a bad spot. You don't want them to come up short. So what do they need to do?
They got to go long. Nolan Long, that is. He's just a very dynamic goal scorer. I mean, he's so quick and so fast. He flies around the ice I would say he's probably the fastest player on this Don Mills Flyers team, which makes him a big threat when it comes to rush chances and, either setting up players on the rush or finishing chances on the rush. He's able to do both very effectively, so make sure you have an eye on him the whole time if you're the Rangers defense.
Yeah, and the Rangers, they have a pretty simple game plan in this one.
Yeah, I mean, after a 6-0 victory, I don't think you really change anything from what your game plan was in Game 1. I think just the big message that you want to send to your players is don't let up and have a good start, because this Flyers team is going to come out with the rages of hell in their skates. So have a good start, but just do the same thing and continue to do your defense to defense pass in the offense and defensive zone to calm down the state of play and dictate your own pace.
That's right. And on the other hand, it's the Flyers. They're kind of in the opposite role right now. They really need to dramatically change what they did in Game 1. And that starts from the special teams?
Yes, I would agree. Their power play needs to be better, and they have to take less penalties. It's as simple as that. I don't think there really needs to be much more said about their special teams, but they have to stay out of the penalty box, as we saw that the Rangers' power play lit them up in Game 1. And I think something else that we need to kind of mention, it's very cliche, but they have to get the pucks in deep. They have to get the pucks in deep, red line and in. Again, it is pretty cliche, but it's test time for this Flyers team. And I think if they just want to stick to a game plan that consistent with their type, that is consistent with their type of play, they have to get pucks in deep, and they have to really want to win this game.
We'll see if they can ace that test, tie the series up at 1, or we'll see if the North York Rangers will take a 2-0 series lead. It's the Six Hockey in Iceland arena. That is, it's Game 2 of the quarterfinal series between the Don Mills Flyers and the North York Rangers. The Rangers coming up big in Game 1. They won that one 6-0 thanks to a crazy offensive effort from everyone, including Tyler Challenger. He looked huge in that one. I'm Sammy Brzezowski, joined alongside Blake WB Boy Scout Hanlon.
Thankfully, this game is in Iceland Arena and not the country of Iceland, even though they have a great hockey program over there. If you've ever seen the Mighty Ducks, it's a great watch, and it's a great performance of how good Iceland is hockey. But I'm happy we're here in the GTA for the GTHL playoffs, game number 2 between the Don Mills Flyers and the Rangers. And it's got to be the Don Mills Flyers right now to step up and get this win right here against the Rangers.
And Blake, you mentioned they need to get this win. Obviously, they'd be facing the brink of elimination if they lose this one. But Blake, how can they do that? Because we watched that first game. We were talking about it. the Rangers, they seemed unstoppable. Their offensive effort and pressure was simply the best.
Absolutely. And it's going to be hard to contain that, but it's going to come at defense. 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 And that's where it's going to come from, Sammy. It's got to be the defense. And with good defense is going to lead to great goaltending, more confident goaltending that we already know is good from Cruz D'Annunzio and Karwowski. And great goaltending and great defense is going to give confidence to the offense. The offense is going to get going. It's going to be a full team effort, but it comes to the defense to get it going, set the tone, and seize the opportunity.
And you mentioned it was Kyle Karwowski and Cruz D'Annunzio. It was D'Annunzio who appeared in relief for Kyle Karwowski in Game 1. D'Annunzio will get the start, so his first start of this playoffs. And on the other side, it will be Max Grovstein getting his first start. So new set of starters could totally change the outcome of the game. We saw a lot of physicality. We saw an ejection. We saw 6 great goals. If anything, if this game is anything like that first game, we've got an excitement on our hands. As the Rangers win that one back, shot is wide, sent around the corner. With it now is Ashcroft taking advantage of Blake, that super wide ice.
Yeah, the ice here is wide. Olympic size ice. It's going to be detrimental for a team that isn't really using their speed to their advantage. But both these teams are pretty fast. As you mentioned in the last game, especially guys like Tyler Challenger, who are really good at using those legs.
Yeah, the Rangers are a speedy team, to say the least. But on the Flyers side, they got guys like Nolan Long, Matthew Trottier, Chris Guelli, Michael Cunha. They can get the legs going too. So you'll see a lot of guys trying to use the ice wide, as we mentioned before the game, and a lot of guys trying to use their speed to their advantage. But Blake, the Flyers need to get more offense started and more opportunities onto a Rangers goaltender today.
Absolutely, and I'm going to challenge once again. I mentioned last game, it's going to have to come at the hands of Matthew Rotter. And I'm still calling his name. You're the captain. You gotta set the tone for your team. And he's also just a very good goal scorer, very good player to begin with. So I think it's gonna come. If it's gonna come from his stick, and he's gonna set the tone for the Flyers.
As he has it now, he throws it up the side of the boards, and Nievin gets a piece. It's Cunha and Nievin on a 2-on-0. Over to Nievin, to Cunha, but the pass doesn't get through in time. No shot on Max Grovstein as the Rangers now break the other way. Cunha with it, trying to get it back out of the zone. I'm sure he's unhappy with that chance. I mean, a 2-on-0 is a golden opportunity, Blake, but nothing got started on that one.
Yeah, heartbreaking play right there. A little back and forth action right there. But, man, you have so much time to create an opportunity that it's almost like all that time in the world kind of just goes in your head a little bit, and you aren't able to connect on a pass there, especially to Cunha, who's one of their best snipers. That's detrimental for the Flyers right here as they look to get that first goal of the series and first goal of the game, because we saw last game that first goal really gave the Rangers a boost. The Flyers need a boost in this one.
That's right. And Blake, after an opportunity like that, if you're Cunha or you're Nievin, how do you move on and just say kind of womp womp, that one's over, and not let it affect your game?
I mean, you have to think womp womp, but because it does suck in the moment, it is very heartbreaking, but you generated that opportunity. You made a nice play to create it, so
as Goelli breaks towards the net with his own opportunity, but no Flyers there. He had 4 Rangers on his back as a hit on the side of the boards there. Will continues Blake's thought.
Yeah, so when creating opportunity, it's better that the opportunity happened than actually not happening at all and you didn't even have a chance to score. Then just you're playing in your own end, you're getting beaten. So you got to take silver linings and some positives out of that, and eventually goals will come. They're definitely playing a lot better than they did last game.
It was certainly a great play from Nievin to get a piece of that puck and break towards the net as the Flyers break towards the net here. Circling back with it is Long. He has Nowakowski, but he decides to backhand it. This one will be sent off a Ranger's foot and go out of play.
Yeah, in the between the period here has just been some great play from the Flyers. They have just been dominating the offensive front, and it's kind of surprising, especially picking on Max Grovstein, who hasn't faced any time yet in this series and hasn't played in a while, I presume. So, man, they have a goaltender who hasn't gotten enough ice time. Let's pick him out. Let's get some good shots on him, and I love the Flyers' tempo that they're pushing so far. So let's see if they can continue out for the rest of the period.
Yeah, essentially looking like a new team as that puck is sent around the sideboards. It was kept in by Charlie Hotleys. It's once again sent out of the Flyers zone. The Rangers regrouping back in the neutral zone. Lobo with it at his own blue. Lobo taking it in. Lobo, nice little dance there, cutting towards the net, getting it through. Lobo almost scoring a highlight reel goal. Blake got out of his seat on that one because that was nearly the goal of the year.
That was beautiful dangling. And I don't know if you saw that, Sammy. One-hand tuck, UC Jokinen style attempt or a Peter Forsberg style. Wow. Lobo with a beautiful move and a beautiful chance to score.
Lobo with the logo type move. And that was just beautiful. And the Flyers now coming back the other way. Murata cutting towards the net. Murata has it behind. He's being battled by number 77, Luca Bonamo. He made his mark in the game one as well. As on the sideboards now, there is a battle. The Flyers unable to get possession. It's Matthew Rotter forechecking. Rotter trying to make himself look big and trying to keep it in. Murata, he can't get a piece of it. The Rangers try to break it out the other way. That's kept in by call-up Lincoln Edwards. Edwards forechecking behind the net. Getting a piece is now Murata. Murata over to Rotter. Rotter, shot, scores! Matthew Rotter picking up the first goal of the series for the Don Mills Flyers. After a game in which they were shut out, they pick it up early in this one. It's Matthew Rotter opening up the scoring. And Blake, he completed your challenge.
He completed my challenge. Rotter the Nodder because he tied up Grofstein on that one. Grofstein was frozen, didn't know how to react. Shot from the slot, and he ripped it home. Welcome to the playoffs, the Don Mills Flyers.
Finally getting one on the boards are the Flyers. The captain making his mark, and Cunha being sent out there for the Flyers. So they're just going to keep it going. The Rangers down 1-0 in this game and could be looking very differently if Lobo put in that highlight reel goal. As the Flyers bring it in deep to the zone. A battle behind the net between Spadaccini and a couple different Rangers players. It's Kiemelman getting the grunt of the effort there as the puck is sent back to the point. It's sent around. With it now is Trottier. Trottier sends it back behind the net. Cunha wrapping it around. Nievin at the line. He keeps it into the zone after some pressure there from number 19, Bolchi. Getting it around now is the Flyers digging on net. Nievin trying to make himself known at the far post, but he's unable to get anything going there. Grofstein covers it up.
Yeah, wait for Grofstein to get bounced back on that one and make a save out and tight and close. It's hard to bounce back after an early goal like that, especially when you haven't faced much action in the last couple of days or so. So good for him to stay in this one as the Flyers. They're rolling.
Flyers are rolling. One could say they are flying so far in this first period. As Marco Yifan-Hua can't keep it into the zone, will be sent down the length of the Olympic-sized ice. It'll be a face-off inside the zone of the North York Rangers.
Yeah, Olympic-sized ice, but Olympic-sized pressure what the Flyers are putting on right now. I'm loving it. I mean, I was pretty hard on them last game. They really did not show up to play. But you know what? This team looks like a playoff team. This team looks like a team that's hungry for an upset, and they're really trying to get ahead of the Rangers in this one. Try to end this period with a lead or a tie or anything, some sort of positives. Anything is better than they had last first period and last go around in the first game of the set.
As well gets it around the board, trying to find it. Number 92, Chris Goelli in front was Coulter Nowakowski, but nothing doing there as the Rangers break it out of their own zone. Goelli trying to lay a huge hit at the line as he takes it back into the zone. He can't get that pass over in time, and it was in the midst of a line change, so nothing really doing for the Flyers there, but good effort to try to get it over to Aiden DiCaro on the far side. The Rangers now breaking it the other way. They haven't been able to pass as sharply as in the first as DiCaro dumps that one up the ice. The Flyers go for the completed change as it's dumped over to Challenger. Challenger is kept onside to the point now. Shot is stopped by Cruz D'Annunzio in front. Trying to bat it out of the zone was Lobo. Bat it back into the zone was Lobo as Eshka Kogan regroups back in his own zone. It's sent over to the corner. Grofstein coming out of his net to play it, but didn't really play it properly, as now there's a battle on the sideboards. The Rangers do get it out. Cutting towards the ice now. The Rangers are taken down, and it'll go to, I believe it'll be number 13, Teo Spadaccini, getting a tripping call here.
Yeah, it might be Spadaccini, but actually looks like, actually no, they do. I thought they were going to take away a Rangers player there, but it will be Spadaccini on that one, actually. It may not be. It might be one of their call-ups. We'll have to see if we can pick it out from the bench. But nonetheless, it'll be the Flyers on the power play. On the penalty kill.
It will be, because it was a good rush there by Cameron Warren to get across, and it is Carter Cowan in the box, not Spadancini, as a shot there is kept out by Cruz D'Annunzio. Now a short-handed chance here from Coulter Nowakowski, but falling down was a Flyers player at the line, so they will be called offside.
And also, I think a little bit of it might have been a tripping penalty there too. It looks like the Rangers might be headed to the box now too.
Yeah, and that will be number 11. Charlie Hotley's heading to the box, so not the greatest power play from the Rangers, so it'll be a 4-on-4 here for quite some time.
I will say one thing. Obviously you don't want penalties for either team, but for an audience member, someone who's watching this game, I get to see 4-on-4 hockey, open ice hockey on some big ice right now. This is going to be a fun watch in this play.
Is this when puck possession really makes a difference in a team's effort?
Puck possession and speed. This speed kills, and it's going to be shown right here.
As a chance here now formulates for the Flyers. Murata with it. Murata trying to get it across. Stopped by Grovstein across. Cunha tried to get that one by. He's been on 2 rushes today. Cunha with a shot again. Stopped by Grovstein.
Yeah, really nabbed out the glove there. Really awkward angle the way he gloved that. But still, he nabbed that easily with the glove there.
Yeah, big save. Big series of saves from Grovstein as he makes himself look big.
Absolutely. He has been very phenomenal so far. He has to follow up hard after a great showing from Brady Noling. A shutout performance, perfect performance, one could say. He's not perfect so far, but he's still playing very well for his Rangers squad.
As Ashcroft, he played very well for his Rangers squad, as did Tyler Challenger. He brings it into the zone, but he is knocked down at the line by number 27. I believe that is a call-up as well for the Flyers. There's a shot on net there, hits off Bolchi, and is stopped by Cruz D'Annunzio. And it looks like there will be another call here. It'll be Michael Cunha. He couldn't get the 2-on-0 earlier, but he will be getting a penalty here. He'll be joining Carter Cowan in the box, his power play partner, for a cross-check.
Yeah, and now it's going to be 4-on-3, even more open ice. I don't know if that's if that's not the thing the Flyers want, but now I get to see some more exhilarating hockey right here. But yeah, the Flyers, they do not want to end this period up with a knotted up goal from the Rangers. They want to go into the second period with the lead. So they really got to kill these 2 penalties off right now and get back to even strength ASAP.
And just to correct our confusion earlier, it was a call-up who we saw taken down Challenger. It was number 29, Charlie Sullivan. He plays on the U15 Flyers. He's making his playoff debut tonight for the Flyers, as it was Caden Kayat who got kicked out of last game, presumably suspended. With it now is Eshwa Kogan in his own end. He brought it in to the Flyers zone as Brady Smith with it now. Brady Smith's shot is blocked in front by Owen Spielzik. Brady Smith currently had the chance to get that one across. He has it at the dot now. Eshwa Kogan gets that one across. Back to Eshwa Kogan at the point. Eshwa Kogan shot stopped by Cruz D'Annunzio in front, and Spielzik coming in to protect his goalie.
Yeah, Spielzik is doing a good job there just to play a big body and protect D'Annunzio from having any faulting Rangers to get him out in front there. This series has gotten chippy. We saw last game that it got very physical and vulgar at the end, so refs are trying to prevent that. Maybe some players are also trying to prevent that and have some good, healthy hockey.
As Spielzik putting a healthy hit in the corner there, that gets Don Mills with the possession, and it's dumped out of Don Mills' zone. Again, it's a 4-on-3 here, and Rotter playing this aggressively on Eshwa Kogan. The captain, he picked up the goal earlier in this game as the puck is sent up the ice for the Rangers. Gilday throws the body onto Tyler Challenger. I'm sure Tyler Challenger is circled on their lineup cards in this one as that puck is sent out the zone, and it'll be a very quick 5-on-3 opportunity here for the Rangers as Cowan gets it in deep. Cowan trying to forecheck. And now it will go back to 5-on-4 as the penalty is over. And bringing it in now is Cameron Warren. Cameron Warren trying to cut towards the net and unable to get that through, unable to get a piece of that was Jacob Bolchi because Teo Spadaccini, he got himself in the way. Ashcroft throwing that one in front, and Sullivan, he gets it out of the zone. Sullivan, he's been out a lot for the Flyers, as it's Nievin trying to cut towards the net. He lost that one on the sideboards, so he'll just regroup and drop that one down low. A give-and-go opportunity here for Nievin, but he elects to throw that one around. It hits off a Rangers stick. It should be a face-off inside the zone.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some up-tempo type play right here. We just saw the penalty end there. There's been 3 penalties happening so far in this first period. It's a lot, but there was also a lot to end the third period last game. So, I mean, maybe there'll be physical play. Maybe the refs will have a strong whistle. The ones who are officiating this series are going to be calling a tight game, and that's the hockey I like. I like by the book. I want like the official game, and hey, as long as there's good hockey, there's no complaints from I should see from either team.
Yeah, and Blake Hanlon currently no complaints because it's been a competitive game so far and a good effort from both teams as Ashcroft dumps that one back into the zone, but only momentarily as the Rangers are forced to regroup. Bringing in now are the Rangers. Down low on the sideboards, there is a battle for it. It gets across and over the point. Bonomo's unable to keep that in. Bonomo, big guy, he sends that one back down low over to Ashcroft. Ashcroft bringing it in. He dumps that one over to the wide man. That's number 19, Jacob Bulci, I believe, as they have it down low. The Flyers being hemmed in their own zone and a little bit of a wrestling match going behind the net of Cruz D'Annunzio, but no calls there. It was Lobo laying a big hit onto DiCaro on the sideboards, and the Flyers unable to get it out of the zone. We're seeing the physicality ramp up a bit more in this game. Blake, do you think that's a trend we need to watch out for?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We saw it happen at the end of the last game as well. And it's getting, as long as if the physicality on the ice happens, hits happen on the ice, the occasional stick checking here and there. But it's when the disgusting play and just kind of the backstabbing nature, that's when it gets out of hand. That's when it's starting to get out of the nature of the game. So as long as that stays in check, we should be good.
Especially when there's a lot of skill on both these rosters. We mentioned it in the last game as well, as Nolan Long tries to make himself Long get that out of the zone. He does, but Rotter can't get a piece of it. Gilday has it behind the net. He swings that one around for Owen Spielzik. He dumps that one deep over into the Rangers zone. Nolan Long trying to get it in the corner. It's sent around the net. Cowan unable to get a piece of it. The Rangers breaking it in now. Bringing it in is Burley. Burley dumps that one in. He has Brady Smith on the far side. He gets it over to Tyler Challenger. Challenger back to Smith down low. A battle on the sideboards. And some fan just not too involved in the game. They're texting on their phone there as Tyler Challenger breaks towards the net. Backhand almost gets to Brady Smith in front, but Trottier does a good job of getting that one out of the danger area as it's sent back into the zone. Di Natale with it. Di Natale gets it out of the zone, but trailing back is Diabasi with it. Bringing it in now are the Rangers. The Rangers have now controlled a good segment of this game, Blake.
Absolutely. The Flyers came out of the game steamrolling, but now it's them.
As we see the Flyers have it in their own zone, they'll look to get it out. It gets just by Lobo on the sideboards, and with it now is number 71 of the Flyers, another call-up, Lincoln Edwards. We have a bit of a call-up line here as he's joined by Charlie Murata as the Rangers break it in. A chance here for the Rangers, and that shot is wide from Cohen Eshkok-Kogan. Now it's sent back up the ice by the Flyers. The Flyers bringing it into the zone. Huo drops that one in net. And taking it down low are the Flyers. Charlie Sullivan got that one across. Now at the point, shot is stopped by Grovstein. Huo tries to get the rebound. Edwards can't get a tip of that. Behind the net with now are the Rangers in their own zone. They try to get that one out of play. They do. It's sent back in.
The Rangers really cycling, trying to get something going in transition here. Use that ice to your advantage. You guys are a fast team. Use your legs, use your passing, and you'll get something going for sure.
As they look to get something going here, as a shot on net over to Cruz D'Annunzio is deflected over to his teammate Coulter Nowakowski. Bringing it in now are the Flyers. A wide shot there. Almost gets to Nievin. Nievin attempting to high stick it down. That was pretty obvious. Blake Hanlon calling that one all the way from the broadcast booth as Nievin gets that one across to the point. He goes for a change. The Flyers with it now behind the net. It gets over to number 11, Sam Gilday. Gilday, he's not afraid to throw the body, so keep your eye on him, but he's definitely got a shot as well. Gilday back in his own zone to play it. Gilday looking for Cunha, but that one goes out of play. Cunha looking to make a Kevin Pilarek-esque catch on the glass there, but it's sent out. It'll be a face-off inside the Flyers zone.
Unfortunately, you don't have cleats to really climb the wall of this one. Like you said, Kevin Pillar, that's Superman out there, but Cunha isn't able to reach over the wall and rob the puck from going out of the arena there.
As the puck is sent back over to Luca Bonamo, so he regroups for the Rangers. Brady Smith with it down low. Brady Smith, he tries to get that one over to Tyler Challenger, but Challenger doesn't get there quite in time. Goelli, he's attempting to beat out the icing. He will not. It'll be sent down way back in to Cruz D'Annunzio's area.
We were talking about earlier how the cardio might be a factor for the players, but how about the referees in this one? They're honestly probably skating just as much or more than the players, so we'll have to see if that plays a factor in whether they blow the call or not.
As Bonamo tries to tie this one up, he sends that one wide. Ashcroft with it, gets that one on net. Time is running out in the period here. It'll be sent into the corner and sent out of the Flyers zone. Balchi with it. He might just dribble this one out, and he does, and we will jump right into the second period. Blake, tell me, what did you see in that first period?
I saw some good effort from the Flyers, but I also saw the Rangers bounce back. Even though they got a goal scored on them early on in the first period, they bounced back. They really got the pressure going later in that first frame. I'm curious to see if they're able to continue that going forward and eventually capitalize on that at the hands of their top players like Warren, Challenger, and Brady Smith.
As Cowan tries to break back into the Ranger zone and continue the Flyers period, obviously they didn't dominate as much, as that surely has to be offside, and it definitely is. As I couldn't even tell who it was at the time, but all I could tell is that was severely offside. It'll likely be all the way down.
It doesn't take a fool to tell that that was clearly offside. Maybe obviously not on purpose there, as also will be actually maybe the refs will just deem it a purposeful offside as it will be in the Rangers' end.
As Cunha gets a piece of it, it was Brady Smith trying to get the Matt Duchene-esque play there. As breaking it in now is Warren. It's sent back up the other way. Nievin is attacking for the Flyers, but this time it will be an icing and it will be sent to the opposite side. It'll be sent over to Cruz D'Annunzio and his face-off dot back in the Flyers zone. Way
over yonder in the deep side of the Flyers end. It's almost like an entire galaxy over there with how big this ice is. We've talked about it so much, but you know, it's like you're turning your head a whole couple degrees more when you're going from end to end like that.
As attempting to go end to end are the Flyers trying to get it out of their own zone. It's Gilday with it behind his own net. Going to support are the Flyers. Nievin with it now. Nievin has a chance. Nievin. He throws it over to Owen Spielzik. Spielzik in front. Tip. Rebound. Scores! Michael Cunha off the rebound and the tip. It's 2-0 Flyers. This is the start they wanted in Game 1, and this is the start they have in Game 2.
Cunha, hear the music now. Oh, this ferocity, this dynamo from the Flyers right now. They are playing out of their minds. I mean, I challenged them. I said, hey, first game of the series, that was not your best effort. But you know what? They're outplaying the Rangers really well right now. I would love to see them keep this up. Wow, Don Mills, you're on fire.
Yeah, and they're taking advantage of the opportunities. We mentioned how the Rangers had been controlling the time on attack, but it doesn't really matter. There's another chance here for the Flyers as Lincoln Edwards nearly had an opportunity. And we mentioned how the Flyers, they haven't had as many opportunities, but they've taken advantage of them. The Rangers will hope to do so as they have it deep in the Flyers zone. As the puck is sent up the ice, with it now is Diabasi. He sends that one down into the zone of the Flyers. Behind the net now with it, a slap shot is sent around the way.
Ouch.
And a weird bounce here as Lombardi is knocked down in front of the net, and he is in some considerable pain.
I'm hoping Lombardi's okay on that. That slap shot also caught, I think, the Flyers teammate there. Hoping Lombardi is able to shake this one off as the trainer scurries on the ice. Looks like it's a leg injury. He's favoring his left leg, or I think his right leg is, the vice versa. That his left leg is really shaken up right here.
Hope to see if he's okay, and we'll keep our eye if he returns in this game. His teammates coming in there, the ref moving the net out of the way so the trainer can help him get up. That's number 17, Ulysses Lombardi, probably the coolest name in the GTHL and one of the coolest players on the team in terms of skill. Could be a big loss for the Rangers team, as Lombardi, he's always generating offense, but he's also got a strong two-way game as well.
Yeah, it looks like he's able to stride with both his feet there, just shaking up, something like that. Maybe it'll just be a Charlie horse that he experienced on that. It's hard to skate off those, especially when you're playing in such an intense game like this. We'll see if he's able to get back in this game and gets the attention he needs from the trainer.
Yeah, we'll see if he comes back and can make his mark in this one. It'll be a face-off outside the zone. We'll go back to play and give our best wishes to Ulysses Lombardi as the puck is sent back by Lincoln Edwards' stick, but onto the net of Max Grovstein. So it'll be a face-off in the Rangers zone. The Flyers will look to get some cycles going and try to make this a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the Rangers, I talked about last game a lot how the Flyers weren't playing in front of their goaltender. That's the Rangers. You got all this skill in front of you. I was praising them quite a lot in the first game of the season, or the first game of the series, that is, and in this start of this game. But now play in front of your goalie. Show that skill off. You can't let him out to dry for 2 goals like this, especially ones that were kind of gifted towards the Flyers in the slot and up close.
As it looks like there's a conversation to be had here. It'll be a face-off outside the zone. Believe the puck was just sent out of play or a hand pass, but either way, we see a fan's hands there, but it's a hand pass or something of the like, and it'll be a face-off outside the zone as the Flyers regroup. Di Natale sends that one across. Rodder, the captain, he's attacking with number 23, Aiden DiCaro. Di Natale trying to keep that one in, and a nice hit laid there by Goelli as now the Rangers with a chance. Spalchi trying to get across. Nice move there, but he couldn't get that one through. A battle in the corner now. It's the Rangers who come up with it. It's Balchi. Balchi goes for the wraparound, but the net is off, and Balchi and the Rangers can't be too happy with that one. It certainly will be a face-off inside the zone of the Flyers.
I'm all for giving goalies breaks, and I mean, I would be lying if I said that sometimes I hit the net when I knew it was loose, but at this point of the season, you got playoffs. Let's get the nets fixed, guys. Let's get the ice maintenance people out there and let's fix it. Like, this shouldn't be happening. That was a grade A opportunity for the Rangers to score, and not this one up, but to get momentum back, and just an inadvertent kick from from Cruz D'Annunzio just made it null.
Yeah, and we mentioned that it's happened a lot. We saw it happen a couple times in the game. It was the Tyler Challenger goal that was waved off. He would have picked up his third when the net came off. We were talking about it after the game, and I think he would have scored had he put that one in. Not that it so much mattered in that game where it was already 6-0, but goals can count, and every difference is huge in the playoffs as Warren gets shoved on the blue line. Carter Cowan will drop that one back over too long. Breaking it in now is Ashwak Hogan. He gets that one across. The Rangers now with some pressure in the zone of the Flyers. Ashwak Hogan with a chance. Throws it in front over to Barfoot. Barfoot's knocked into the net. The net once again comes off. This time it will be a penalty. Not to Cruz D'Annunzio, however. It will be going to number 14, Carter Owen Spielzik.
See, it's fine if the net falls off there because you have a grown kid going into the net, knocking the post out of play there. Nice way to draw a penalty there in front, though. Couldn't quite get the goal as a result from it, but the Rangers are looking to get a goal on this power play, trying to get their first marker of the game and give some life towards their team.
That's right, and it will be the Rangers' top unit going out there. And Blake, it'll be number 17, Ulysses Lombardi, taking the faceoff, so he is back out, and he seems to be okay. If he can't win that faceoff, however, it's sent back across by Ashcroft. With it now are the Rangers, and with it is William Garrett. Cutting towards the net are the Rangers. Falling down in front was Lombardi, but he couldn't get that one for the centering pass. It'll be another face-off for the Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers will stay in the zone right here. A nice drive to the net there was stopped by Cruz Anunzio. Cruz Anunzio has looked very solid, and the chances that he's needed to face in this game so far. The Rangers, though, I mean, they are not generating the same type of opportunities that they were in the first game. They're getting just kind of greasy out in front there, but they're not getting good cycles. They're not getting good shots on net in good situations. So I'm looking for them to start generating those opportunities. But maybe it's the Flyers just playing better defense that I asked for them to do at the start of this one.
Yeah, they've definitely held the Rangers not only off the scoreboard, but off the chance sheet as well, if you will. They haven't really been able to generate the replicable chances that they did in game one, even within the first couple of minutes. As Ashcroft, he now tries to change that. He takes it behind the net, goes all the way around, has it at the blue line. He throws that one across. He waited maybe a little bit too late, and now a chance here for the Flyers. Ashcroft shoving down the attacker there from the Flyers. That was Nolan Long, and he couldn't get a chance. He couldn't get a piece of that, but Ashcroft definitely playing with fire on that sequence. With it now is William Garrett. Garrett dumps that one into the zone and around the net. Burley comes out to play it. And that is sent once again back out the zone. Ashcroft will again regroup it. He'll send that one up to the sideboard. Behind the net now with it are the Rangers. Bringing into the zone. Across the blue. In wide behind the net is Challenger. Challenger sends that one back. It's over to Eshwak Hogan now. Eshwak Hogan gets that one across. Centering pass to Charlie Hotleys. Doesn't get through, but a nice play there. Pass across to Hotleys. Rebound in front to Bulchi. Hotleys tries to get a piece of it, and falling down is Cruz D'Annunzio out of his net. Traffic in front, but the Flyers get it out momentarily. A rebound there, not through, and pandemonium in the Flyers zone.
Yeah, pandemonium, but great stops from Cruz D'Annunzio. Way to stay on your head, stay calm, cool, collected. You'll see he goes over to the side a little bit, catch his breath, collect his energy a little bit, as, wow, he was swarmed in front of like some bees in a beehive, but he has rebounded very well in this one. The Rangers still have a chance here. They got a power play goal.
And Eshwak Hogan, he could definitely be a factor in that power play goal. We saw in game one, he let one absolutely fly, and that was a goal that truly cemented the win for the Rangers. As Smith tries to get that one across for Warren, Barfoot couldn't get a stick on it. In the corner now, Nievin gets a piece. We're back to even strength here. A battle on the sideboards, but the Rangers still have it. Drop down low, but the Flyers intercept. Spielzik with it. Spielzik looking for Nievin. Spielzik keeps it in. Shot from Spielzik. Saved by Grofstein. Saved by the Rangers and a couple of their shin pads, I believe, as it's kept in the zone by the Flyers. On the sideboards with it now is Nievin. Nievin couldn't get that one over to Cunha in time. Owen Spielzik sends that one back up the length of the ice. Trying to get it in was Eshwak Hogan. Now a chance here for the Flyers. A 3-on-1 forming, but an errant pass from Nievin trying to reach Murata. I think he could have taken his time on that one, Blake.
Absolutely, and it was a nice play there by William Garrett to get a stick on that to intercept that and prevent any opportunity for the breakaway. So great defense from the Rangers to keep this one still at 2-0.
As the puck is sent back into the Rangers zone, Nievin trying to make up for what he just did, but he won't get the chance here as it'll be a face-off outside the zone, will be offside.
Yeah, the Rangers really caught a break on that one. Good job from Garrett. Like I said just earlier, the Flyers, I mean, those are the opportunities that they keep finding here, and they got to keep pouncing on them. I'm loving the play from them so far. As long as they keep doing what they're doing, it should be smooth sailing from here.
And Rotter definitely the catalyst in that strategy and in why they are smooth sailing. You could argue he's the captain of the ship that's sailing across in this 2-0 effort so far. That's kept out, and it'll be an offside. I was going to say kept in, but it looked like Rotter couldn't get that one on the line in time.
Yeah, close call there. Unfortunate from Rotter, but could have tapped nonetheless. He'll try to win this faceoff here.
And he kind of wins it forward, but it was a tough bout against Tyler Challenger, who's so useful in the face-off circle. On the sideboards now, it's recuperated by Challenger. Challenger is pinned against the boards. But a chance here now for the Rangers in front, stopped by Cruz D'Annunzio. Lobo almost got the one-time effort, nearly a 2-1 game. Challenger, he has it down low. He loses it to Rotter. Rotter sends a shove over to Lobo. On the sideboards now, it's kept in by DiBiase. Sent around the ice. Challenger with it. Challenger with it in the corner. Challenger, he has Bulgy down low, but instead he goes in front. That's lost. With it now is number 29, Charlie Sullivan. He sends that one up. DiBiase trying to find Barfoot. Barfoot with it now. Shot there is stopped by Cruz D'Annunzio. Coming up the sideboards now are the Flyers. They elect to just dump that one back into the zone. With it now is Bonamo. Bonamo trying to find an outstretched Hotleys, but he can't do it in time. And it will be an icing. It'll be a face-off in the Rangers zone.
Yeah, just missed the pass there. Almost hit the stick on the breakout guy there, but it will be transferred down the ice for a nice opportunity for the Flyers to extend their lead even further and cycle the puck and generate more opportunities.
Yeah, and the Flyers have just seemed interconnected, if you will, as Nowakowski goes to take the faceoffs, looking to get a cycle started as the Rangers have been pushing forward as they do now. A chance here for the Rangers. The pass not through in time, and Cruz D'Annunzio way out of his net. He just covers that one up, gets the faceoff, so the Flyers can regroup after a play certainly almost went awry.
Terrifying from Cruz D'Annunzio. Wow. That was really, really scary there. I don't like playing too far out of my crease there, but hey, he made the right call there. He really blocked an opportunity for the Rangers to scoop up the puck and go for a nice break there. He's doing a good job in that, making smart decisions in between his crease, doing decisions I would make, but that's why he's in that position and I'm not.
Yeah, and you mentioned he scooped up the play, and he scoops up a shot there from the top of the circle, so it'll be another face-off inside the zone, as Barfoot will look to keep it going for the Rangers. He loses that face-off and sent down, I was going to say the length of the ice, but it looks like it's sent down into the Rangers bench, so it'll just be right back into the Flyers zone. Nowakowski looking to replicate what he just did, win that face-off for the Flyers. Barfoot will obviously have something to say about that, as this is a tough unit for the Flyers to defend against right now. It's sent back to the point. Bonamo rips that shot on the net, and nearly a good opportunity, but the rebound was thwarted by Cruz D'Annunzio.
Yeah, I think Cruz D'Annunzio has been the savior for the Flyers in this one. He made some good saves thus far. I mean, it's also been at the hands of the Flyers offense who have capitalized on their opportunities, but like I said, they have played a team game so far, and that's why they're winning in this one. Winning a game against a very fierce competitor that they were not touted to have a lot of competitive games against. But right now, they're in control in the second game of the series.
You might say he's been Cruz the Onezio as a rebound is stopped by the man, the myth, the legend, Cruz D'Annunzio. He keeps this a 2-0 game.
Yeah, you could say he's also the Time Lord because he has the game in his hands and he's controlling time, putting stoppages in play. The game's at his fingertips and maybe at his blocker and his glove tips, as he's got the game in his hands, and he is the reason why the Flyers are in this one so far. He is the Onezio.
He certainly has, Blake, held the game in his hands. So I think now it's up to the Flyers to keep the offense going that they started so early in the first, and just keep replicating that and try to come out of this game. As the Flyers have it down low in their own zone, Spielzik with it. Spielzik, he tries to get that one up. It's dumped back into the zone by Rotter. A battle behind the net. Decaro comes up with it. He tries to get the centering pass over in front, but he can't get it in time to Spadaccini. It's sent down low. With it now is William Garrett. William Garrett will just recuperate this one, as it'll be a face-off inside the zone of the Flyers.
Yeah, maybe an icing call on that one or some sort of call from the referee, but I believe it will be icing, especially, yeah, definitely will be icing on this one. A good call from the referee.
Yeah, and a bit of a weirdly late call, perhaps,
yeah,
in that one.
Definitely late, but the right call. So, I mean, maybe some confusion between the whistles, between the zebras on the ice there.
But confusion or no confusion, nonetheless, it is a face-off inside the zone of the Flyers, and now a chance for the Rangers to keep up what they had going in the middle frame in the last game, actually throughout the whole last game, but what they've had for only a couple minutes so far in this game. As behind the net now with it, the Rangers have it. Lobo drops that one down low. Shot from the point is blocked by Spielzik in front as they have it on the sideboard once again. A chance for a centering pass to Barfoot, doesn't get through. And a good D by Rotter to get that one across. Behind the net now with it is Spielzik. Spielzik battling against the boards. And it looks like there'll be a penalty. This time it will be Spielzik drawing it. There'll be a penalty against Julian Walters behind the net.
Yeah, a good draw there from the Flyers as they'll look to add another insurance marker, capitalizing on the Rangers' mistakes once more. The Flyers are doing a great job of drawing penalties, but also drawing the frustration of the Rangers towards them to get more goals to extend their lead even further in this one.
Yeah, and this would be a great opportunity. It's this top unit out once again. Cunha, he's had a game himself. He's been all over the ice, and it looks like Murata will be getting the look for this as well, and it'll be number 27 or 29, Charlie Sullivan. I don't think he's decided what number he is because of his tape issue. Obviously, he is a call-up for this team. As bringing it into the zone now are the Flyers, and it's Nolan Long. Nolan Long circles back. He drops that one over to Nolan Long. Pardon me, it was not Long, it was Murata with it. That tape can be oh so confusing as Murata has it. Murata, he tries to find that one across, but he can't. A battle on the boards now and behind the net. It's Murata who comes up with it. Murata sent that one back over to Cunha as Cunha got that one to Edwards. A lot of call-ups on this line as a shot from the point from Sullivan is just sent wide, but it's kept in by Nolan Long. Nolan Long got that one over to Murata, his 86-86. Nolan Long gets that one across to Sullivan. Sullivan's shot is blocked in front. Nolan Long getting the rebound. Long trying to get that one across. Murata re-gets it for the Flyers. It's another shot from Sullivan, but Sullivan's shot is blocked by a stick and a pad of the Rangers. Bringing it in now is Murata. Murata dropping it for Cunha. Cunha with it. Cunha's trying to take it wide. Cunha behind the net. Going for the centering pass, but it gets blocked in front. Murata once again regains possession. Murata trying to find a man across, trying to find his teammate, Lincoln Edwards, his U15 teammate, I should say, as the Rangers dump it back into the Flyers zone. Way out of his net is Cruz Annunzio, and a chance here for the Rangers to throw one on net, but a scary play there from Cruz Annunzio. We've seen him kind of be Mike Smithy and come out of his net a lot, Blake.
Yeah, it depends on a certain situation, but that right there was not the situation, even though you're trying to help your team on the breakout.
As Long has it. He drops that one across, but it will be offside. Thank you, Blake, for helping with that call. He tried to find Carter Cowan, and what a chance that would have been for the Flyers to extend this lead.
Yeah, just trying to nudge it forward, find Cowan on the through pass right there, but the referee halted that opportunity, put his hand down there, calling it an offside right there.
Yeah, and what a period it has been. A very exciting pace of play we have as the Flyers look like they could get one, but the Rangers, they're not out of this one just yet, as it will be even strength now, a 5-on-5 chance for the Rangers coming up. Warren trying to get that one across. A chance for the Flyers, but Burley unable to get a stick off the Cameron Warren pass. A shot here for Balchi is safe. Rebound! And that one doesn't get across in time. Cruz Annunzio not afraid to come way out of his net as he made himself look big, likely cutting off the angle there. The Rangers with some energy in the Flyers zone, and they keep it in. Nievin finally gets a stick on it. It's sent out the zone, and Rotter will take it in. Rotter loses it at the blue line. Balchi with it now. Balchi gets that one across to Brady Smith. And a 3-on-1 opportunity is thwarted thanks to the fast break defense of the Flyers. Nievin playing with it at his own circle. Loses it over to Brady Smith. A rebound in front after a shot. But once again, Blake, it looks like the net is off.
I'm tired of this, Sammy. I'm tired of the nets coming off there. The referees are getting a workout in. It should have been figured out. There shouldn't be stoppages in play like this. We should let the kids play out there. It's on Iceland Arena's maintenance staff to get this going. Maybe in between periods when the flood's going on, they can get maintenance staff out there and clog the net and make sure it stays in there.
And the Rangers will look to keep the puck in the zone as they have gotten some grade A chances in this last couple minutes. But now a chance here for the Flyers, a 2-on-2 opportunity unfolding. Decaro with it is he's knocked down by Cohen Eshwa-Kogan. Goeli trying to get it behind the net. Centering pass over to Decaro doesn't go through, and the Rangers will break now the other way. It's dumped into the zone of the Flyers. Cruz D'Annunzio thinking about playing that one, but he goes back into his own net. A battle behind now. The Rangers come up with it. A sideboard. It's 3-on-2 for the Flyers on the side. They win that battle. It gets sent out the zone. Regrouping will be the Flyers. It'll be Eshwa-Kogan getting that one across. Getting it into the zone now are the Flyers, but it'll be waved offside. As we saw the linesman, he waved no, and then another one said yes. Looked like a little bit of miscommunication there.
Yeah, it looked like sometimes that happens from time to time. We saw it happen in the NFL NFC Championship between the Packers and Seahawks one year. Sometimes referees have two different opinions. That's what it seemed like happened there, but it looks like they'll just go with the latter and go with the offside.
And it'll be a chance here for the Rangers to keep doing what they've been doing, and that's been controlling the offense. They've gotten themselves back in this game, at least momentum-wise, have not found their way on the score sheet yet, as the puck is sent back behind the net. Balchi finds Warren. Warren, shot, scores! Cameron Warren off the centering pass from Jacob Balchi. He divides the lead in two. It's now a one-goal game.
Yeah, that is the spark they needed. Warren opens the scoring for the Rangers, giving them the spark they need in this one. Before this period ends, I was expecting the Rangers to maybe lay up a little bit, let the Flyers control this game. But no, the Rangers, they want this game. They want to get back in this one, even though the Flyers have been buzzing in this one. The Rangers are back in this game. Sammy, let's see what happens.
Yeah, and the Rangers, when they are playing their game and when they are controlling the offense, they're scary, and I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end, as I'm sure neither does any team. As now they've divided this lead in two, like I mentioned earlier, and the Flyers will look to regroup and recuperate. We have another call-up line as Edwards tries to get that one over to Murata. It's kept in by Edwards. Edwards, he has Spielzik. Spielzik shot is stopped by Grovstein. Spielzik going from the knee at the point. You usually see that on a one-timer in the slot, but a nice little one-timer from the point going on one knee. Spielzik got that one through.
Yeah, it was a good shot, too. You normally see that, like you said, in the slot or the top of the face-off circle. But, hey, nice job there. Nice shot on that there. I don't think Grovstein expected it either. He kind of, reacted very abruptly on that, nabbing that over his blocker and pad side.
As the puck was sent around the net, Long trying to play it in the corner. Long has Cunha, so we're seeing this top line out once again. The Rangers trying to put it into the zone. It's Warren with it. Warren, the goal scorer, gets that one across. Shot, no rebound, and it'll be sent to the point. Eshwa-Kogan trying to get that one through, but it's blocked in front. He can have another try here as it's tipped and stopped by Cruz D'Annunzio behind the net. The Flyers trying to break it out of their own zone. A lot of chances here for the Rangers in this late second period. They've really controlled the momentum as of late, as Cunha couldn't keep that one in deep in the Rangers zone. Chance now here for the Rangers. They elect to dump that one in behind the net. A centering pass doesn't go through in time as Cunha trying to play it out of his zone, and he gets the defenseman of the Rangers. He gets Ashcroft on the hand there. I don't think there was any malicious intent. He was trying to chop that one out of the zone, but he chopped the hand instead. It'll be a slashing penalty over to Michael Cunha.
As his period trickles down here, I think he also got, more of the arm than he did on the hand there. That's even worse there. Those hurt. He really two-hand axe chopped him there and just obviously maybe going for the puck, but he got most of the arm of the Rangers defenseman.
And that can definitely be dangerous, as it looked like it could have hit the part of the arm where the elbow pads doesn't meet the gloves. So a scary play. We'll look to see if Ashcroft is okay, as Eshwa-Kogan gets that one back in deep. Not much time left to go in this second period. That's dumped in by Warren. Warren gets that one down low. Rodder trying to get a piece of it in his own zone. Kept in by Eshwa-Kogan using the hand at the top of the circle now. Rebound on the play. Nothing doing as Cruz D'Annunzio, he keeps that one out.
Nice rep from Challenger. A little far back of the slot there. Ripped it on net. Also a nice glove there from Eshwagogan to keep it in. Kind of just try to nab out like a back catcher in baseball, but he kept it in as they try to generate one more opportunity here before this middle frame comes to an end.
Yeah, and a chance here for the Rangers to go into the second smiling much better than they were in the first, as Brady Smith has it now for a backhand. That is kept out, and we'll jump into the third soon. And let's jump right in. The third period starts now. Just 15 minutes left to go for the Rangers to tie this one up. It's currently 2-1 for Don Mills in Game 2 of their quarterfinals matchup. I'm Sammy Brzezowski, joined alongside Blake Hanlon. Blake, what have you liked about this game, and what have you noticed in this bout so far?
I've noticed that the Flyers have really upped their game since the last one in the series. They didn't bring that playoff atmosphere in their first set, but now they've kind of created the atmosphere in this one. They've really dominated the Rangers. They've capitalized on their opportunities. They've had great goaltending, great defense, great offense, a total team game, and that's led to them having the lead in this one. And it's upset watch right now, and I'm really excited to see if that can pan out for them in this one.
That's right, and it all started with an Oleg Nievin and Michael Cunha chance that didn't come to fruition, but it set the tone early in this game. It was a better chance than the Flyers had gotten at all throughout Game 1, and it really created the energy that the Flyers needed to get going in this one. The problem with the Rangers, however, for the Flyers is their danger on the cycle. With the Flyers currently on the penalty kill, it's their job to stop the Rangers from getting into the zone and allowing them to set up.
And they're just a team that dominates at doing that. They have great chemistry, and they just have a lot of depth. So when you have a lot of guys who are just, if your 5 guys out on the ice are all at the equal skill level, but they all also know where they're going to be at the given time because they trust their teammates and they know where they're going to be, that's a key part of an offense.
And now a chance here for Long, shorthanded. Long fires it just wide of the net of Grovstein. It goes all the way back to Sullivan at the red line. Sullivan tries to jump that one back in as Ashwok Hogan gets the rush started for the Rangers. Nice little hit thrown there by Sullivan in front of the net, and they'll dump it out once again. It won't go all the way down, just to the Rangers' blue line. The Rangers send it back to regroup, get a new unit on started. Garrett throws it in for Lombardi. Lombardi has Smith down low. Smith with it in the corner. He tries to get it over to Lombardi. Instead, it goes to the behind the net, and it will be number 14 of the Flyers, Carter Owen Spielzik, going after it. It'll come onto net. Finally, it will be Cruz D'Annunzio kind of just covering it, getting a breather. And Blake, do you think that's the right call?
Absolutely. Any net front traffic, even if it's your own teammates or the opposite team, that puck could be bouncing anywhere. Sticks in between there. You just want to cover it up, put it out of harm's way, and get a whistle for any goaltender. Any goaltender is going to do that in that situation. Rather be safe than sorry.
And after the little dust-up in front of the net, it'll be Carter Owen Spielzik and Jacob Balchi heading to the box for roughing. It'll be coincidental, so they will come off after 2 minutes after a whistle, and it'll still be 5-on-5 as the Rangers win that one back. Ashcroft dumps it in towards Kiemelman. It comes back to Cruz D'Annunzio's net, rebound out into the corner, but nothing doing for the Rangers as they battle in the corner. A battle ensues down low. Spadaccini really getting the bulk of the effort from the Rangers as it's thrown in front, but it hits Nievin's stick, and Nievin goes the other way. Nievin throwing it up to Cunha. Cunha taken in wide. Cunha fires that on net. It hits Grovstein's chest, and Cunha goes right towards the net, as does Nievin, and they get the face-off inside the zone.
Yeah, skating right to the net. Follow your shot. Maybe a rebound will come out, but that's an easy stop for Grovstein. I would like to see Cunha maybe corral that and look for his teammates a little bit, other than shooting off the rush, because that was kind of like a low efficiency shot there. My apologies, but not the smartest play, but hey, it's okay.
Yeah, and at least they got the face-off and kind of could set up in the Rangers zone. Goes behind the net now as the Rangers go to play it. That's Charlie Hotley's with it in the corner. He takes it up the sideboards, trying to go for a long stretch pass, but that doesn't get through. No icing on the play. Cunha goes back to play it for the Flyers. Attacking it was Hotley's, and it goes all the way around the boards back to William Garrett. Garrett has Ashcroft point to point. Ashcroft taking it in. He dumps it cross ice just to get it into the zone. Was trying to find Hotley's but couldn't get him in time. Dinatelli gets it around. A shot there is stopped and sent into the corner. Ripped around the boards now as the Flyers start to break out the other way. Murata gets it across. Murata streaming towards the net. He has a chance here on the backhand. Saved by Grovstein. Saved by Grovstein. But Blake, what a play there for the Flyers.
Yeah, sometimes you got to double check to see who's in net because this tandem is very all over the place. They play back and forth. So sometimes you're like, is it Nolan in net or is it Grovstein? But either way, they're both great goaltenders. A nice save there from Grovstein on that breakaway chance. A good backhand as well. I like how he went to the backhand on that one. It was his only chance there. But hey, Grovstein read that perfectly.
Yeah, Grovstein has definitely kept the Rangers still in this one. The Flyers have generated a ton of chances like that in this game. It's breaking towards the net are the Rangers, but they don't get that one through. That was Bonomo. You don't see him rush the puck like that too often. As the puck is sent into the zone and onto the glove of Cruz D'Annunzio, he elects to play that one as the Flyers rip it around the boards. It'll go all the way down the length of the ice. Bonomo, no chance, and it will be an icing.
Yeah, now you have the Rangers who have been buzzing and have been able to keep the Flyers at this 2-1 lead. I feel like a goal is about to ensue, or at least a good opportunity in front. We'll have to see if the Rangers can capitalize on that in this critical offensive zone faceoff.
And it'll be Tyler Challenger setting up for the overload from Barfoot. Barfoot will look to win this one back to him or back to Bonomo. As that one is won by the Flyers, Spadaccini gets it. He's going to try to rim it around the boards over to Spielzik. Spielzik riffs that one. It's kept in by Eshkok Hogan. Challenger. Shot. Scores! Tyler Challenger. Yes, sirree. He ties it at 2 for the Rangers, and we got a ball game.
Some players, they are superstars that just lead their team in the regular season. But there's guys like Tyler Challenger who take their game up another level in the postseason. He has been the difference maker for the Rangers in these first 2 games. Wow, without him, they don't win either one of these games. What a phenomenal player. What a goal to get them back in this, knotting it up at 2.
Yeah, we've seen a couple absolutely beautiful shots from Challenger early in this series. He now has 3 goals in his last 2 games. Without him, the series could have a very different outlook as the Flyers will now be scrambling to get back to their once dominant position as it's dumped into the zone of the Rangers. It's Carter Cowan attacking. They bring out this line of Nievin, Cowan, and Nolan Long, their number 1 unit, to try to shake things up. The Rangers now take it out the other way. It's kept in by Spadaccini. It's dumped up the zone now. The Rangers taking it in. Brady Smith, he cuts back. Brady Smith has Warren down low. He elects to shoot it instead, and that tips off a Ranger's leg. Doesn't really get over to Cruz D'Annunzio, but it looked like he would have been in position nonetheless. Grovstein came way out of his net to play that one, and the Rangers will set up the other way. Smith kicks that forward past Spielzik into the Flyers zone. Nowakowski goes out to play it. Nowakowski just dumps it down the length of the ice. It'll be another icing for the Flyers. Now, Blake, the Flyers, they like to ice the puck.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a role of their defense. I was talking about last game that they were icing the puck a lot. In these first 2 periods, they weren't doing it too much. It is definitely some security to play in front of Cruz D'Annunzio. But if you keep doing it over and over again, now you have these Rangers who are able to win a draw, cycle the puck off the face-off. It's not the best strategy to have, and that's why they were playing so good in the first two periods, is because they were doing that only occasionally, and were just playing some good all-around trapping, good defense, and clearing the puck into the neutral zone rather down the ice.
As they're unable to clear the puck off the Cruz D'Annunzio play there. Di Natale battling up against Balchi behind the net. It's Balchi who comes up with it. Balchi trying to throw it over to Ashcroft. He keeps it in. Ashcroft at the top of the circle. He's bringing it in wide. He's battled by Di Natale. Throwing it towards the net. Doesn't get to Grovstein. Centering pass comes out. Shot from the point from Simon is blocked and sent out of play. Now a chance here for the Flyers. A 2-on-1 ensues. It's Murata with it. Murata shot. Rebounded front. Can't get to it in time. Nievin couldn't get a stick on that puck. That's good defending to lift the stick. It's kept in by Huo. Huo, he can't get that one on net, but he gets it in deep instead. Nievin with it in the corner. Nievin, he has Edwards. Instead, he throws it in front, but can't get that pass through. Edwards elects not to pinch. He stays back as the puck heads over to Brady Smith. Instead, Huo just tries to dump that towards the bench of the Rangers. Blake, some good pressure from the Flyers.
I think the referee is actually going to call a penalty on this one, Sammy. A little slashing penalty, and it looks like the Rangers will be headed on the power play in this one.
Yeah, now a dangerous opportunity here for the Rangers. They've been able to kind of control the pace of the play in this third period. How important do you think this power play is for both teams?
I mean, it could be a shutdown power penalty kill for the Flyers that gives them momentum and security that they can go into this one and maybe into overtime or maybe get another goal from it. It might give you momentum with the Rangers. They capitalize on this one. It might be the dagger.
And the dagger could ensue any moment now as Tyler Challenger, he got that dagger of a shot earlier, and he is definitely a guy that could put in another one. He's going for his 4th goal in 2 games as puck is sent out of the zone for the Flyers, so that will at least kill a couple seconds. Grofstein way out of his net to play it as the Rangers will start it back. The Rangers carrying it in, looking to have some success on their power play. They have their top unit out there. It's Tyler Challenger bringing it in. He drops it over to Smith. Smith has Hotleys. Trying to find Hotleys in front of the net, but he didn't get that pass in front thanks to a good stick by the Flyers. It's sent over the rim of the boards to Eshwakogan, instead playing it on the side. Bringing it in now is Smith. Smith dumps that in. He gets it around for Challenger. Back to Warren. Warren trying to get it over to Eshwakogan. Instead it goes over to Brady Smith, but he couldn't get the shot off on Cruz D'Annunzio. Would have been quite the howitzer. We know Brady Smith can let those boys fly. As Brady Smith has it at the blue line, he dumps that in deep. He has Hotleys down low and Cameron Warren. It's sent out by the Flyers. The Flyers doing a good job at not allowing the Rangers to set up.
Absolutely. A good forecheck there. I thought it was number 7, Rodder, able to get that puck that was trickling in front.
As a shot there from Eshwakogan is nearly dangerous, but it's sent away by Cruz D'Annunzio. A centering pass here for Hotleys is stopped. Rebound for Smith. And Cruz D'Annunzio doing a good job of moving side to side in his crease. Doesn't let that one go through. Hotleys in front. Throws it over to Smith, but the net is off. We'll wonder if they keep playing. They do not. Smith, a couple of grade A chances for him, but unable to get it done.
Sometimes for Smith, you're knocking at the doorstep. You can't get the door quite open on that one because Cruz D'Annunzio shuts the door on him and makes some great saves out in front, and also with the help of the goalpost being knocked off as well.
As a crucial face-off here for Lombardi will ensue for the Rangers. That one is won by the Flyers momentarily, but the Rangers retain possession. Ashcroft has it now. Ashcroft over to Garrett. Garrett circling back. Garrett surveying his options, and it goes back to Ashcroft. Ashcroft over to Garrett. Garrett cutting towards the net. Shot! Traffic in front, but it will be covered by Cruz D'Annunzio.
Great skating from Garrett, and great shot there, too. He uses edges there on the blue line to really get around his defender and get a nice little pass there from Ashcroft as well on the cut, cutting towards the net, and gets a good shot on Cruz D'Annunzio, but Cruz D'Annunzio is staying on his head.
As Lombardi will once again redo the face-off. It's a battle in front. Garrett throws it over to Ashcroft. Ashcroft cutting towards the net. Ashcroft throwing it on net. Traffic in front. And it's in! Jacob Bolchi hammers it home. It's 3-2 Rangers.
That's heartbreaking, but a great goal from Bolchi to scoop that up. Sometimes they aren't the prettiest, but the unprettiest goals are sometimes the most clutch. The Rangers have come back in this one.
Yeah, Charles Ashcroft with a great shot from the point. Cruz D'Annunzio definitely loves to come out of his net, and it's Jacob Bolchi hammering home the rebound in traffic. You got to wonder, the Don Mills Flyers going into this one, leading one, how do you kind of come back from that?
I mean, I think you just got to keep persevering, keep it going. It'd be a great play, or it'd be a great idea to up the tempo right off the draw here, look for that goal, and just silence the momentum that the Rangers have built in the past couple minutes. It'd be key for them to get that in.
As it's sent around the zone now, it's Marco Yifan-Ho with it. He sends it over to Nievin. Nievin, shot, rebound, scores! Michael Cunha ties it up. Spoke it into existence. Blake Hanlon, it's 3-3.
Cunha, hear me? I guess he must have heard me on that one right there, because I asked his team to step up, get a goal right away, and he silenced the crowd. What a goal there, tying it up. We got ourselves a game, Sammy.
Yes, we do. And Michael Cunha and Oleg Nievin, they have been forces for the Flyers, and they'll continue to hope to be forces as they try to come out of this one with a win. What a roller coaster this game has been, as as Matthew Burley dumps that one into the zone. The Rangers trying to recuperate. They tied the game in this period. They were leading, and now it's back to tie.
I was about to say, Sammy, you were going to lead me into that question there, or that statement. I love playoff hockey. This is the stuff that anyone dreams about when they turn on a playoff hockey game. A chance in front there. Whoa. Cruz D'Annunzio almost coughed it up and took away my words there. But this game is phenomenal. I'm loving it so far.
Yeah, Challenger nearly had himself another chance. Lobo rebound. Cruz D'Annunzio flopping on his pads there. He makes the stop. A nice chance for Lobo. It's sent around the side, but it's blocked and finally gets out as a chance now ensues for the Flyers. Nolan Long all alone with it. Nolan Long will take it in. Nice move to get around, but he loses his stick, and he just lets that one go.
Yeah, it looks like there'll be a penalty on the play here. I think it might be going to Jalen Lobo.
Yeah, and we'll see what the call is from the refs, and it looks like it will be a head contact or a rough, because you saw the one ref initially call the head contact, but either way, same idea, and it all leads to a power play for the Flyers.
Hey, man, if you want to get the upset completed right here, this will actually be the dagger this time. As this period is trickling down, that would really tear the hearts of the Rangers after they came back and played really good in this one. But this could be the stuff of history for the Flyers.
This could be the stuff of history as the Flyers will look to get this number one unit back out. The tying goal scorer, Michael Cunha, is back out. There's a long stretch pass, gives a chance for the Rangers. Shot saved by Cruz D'Annunzio. What a chance that was for Owen Barfoot on the short-handed penalty kill as Cunha will take it across the line for the Flyers. He dumps that one in over to Murata. Murata trying to get it to Young. Edwards is also out there for the Flyers, as is Sullivan. Sullivan with it now. His shot doesn't get through. At the point now with it are the Flyers. It is long to Sullivan. Tipped in front. Cunha rebound. Can he get it in? He cannot. Rebound in front. No good as Sullivan has it at the top of the circle. He shoots that one wide. A lot of traffic in front of Grovstein.
Long had a great opportunity to scoop up that rebound and pot it by, but just couldn't get it through the traffic there on that one. It's unfortunate because there was a wide open net in front of him.
As Cunha throws that one on net, nearly going for the rebound, as it'll be a battle on the sideboards. Murata going out to help Cunha. A good battle as finally Cunha comes up with it. He tries to throw it over to Sullivan. Sullivan gets it at the line. Sullivan dancing. Shot doesn't get through. It looks like it hit Murata in front. The Rangers, they dump this one out. The Flyers will likely go for a change, but it'll go right onto the net of Cruz D'Annunzio. He elects to play it. A dangerous play, but Sullivan there to recover as the Flyers bring another unit on now. Circling back is Long. Long with it at the top of his own circle. He's attacked by Challenger. Long throws it over to Nievin. Long going for the change. Nievin bringing it into the zone. Nievin, he's trying to circle back. He had Spadaccini and Rotter, but he tried to take it in a little bit too deep as the Flyers will break the other way now. Flyers in their own zone start the rush. Trottier trying to get that one across for the captain, Rotter. Behind the net now with it. The Rangers rip that one out, and that will do it for the PK for the Rangers. Lobo out of the box.
A great penalty kill from the Rangers right there, but some great chances from the Flyers, and even a great chance to start the penalty kill for the Rangers shorthanded. This is high-flying hockey. It is late in the third period, and it's tied up. It's anyone's game.
Yeah, and Blake, I got to ask the question, do you think we are in next goal wins territory?
We've been in next goal wins territory. I called it a couple minutes ago, but now it's even more enhanced right here. Whoever scores next, they got this one in the bag.
Bold claim from Blake Hanlon, but we'll see if that comes to fruition. As bringing it in now is Bonomo. Bonomo gets that one onto the net. And we see a little bit of pushing and shoving. It was called for the offside. This will be a face-off outside, pardon me. And Blake, do you think the physicality is just going to continue to ramp up?
It might be like here and there after the whistle, but during the play, no. Both teams are just so focused on just winning and getting opportunities and just playing the right hockey.
Pardon me, it looks like they just whistled that one down early after the shot on Cruz D'Annunzio, so it'll be a face-off inside for the Rangers. The Flyers looking to keep this one in. That will be Nowakowski. A battle in the face-off dot. It's kicked out to the Flyers, so the Flyers will be able to get it out of their own zone. Gilday dumps that one in for Spadaccini. Out to play it is Grofstein. He sends that one around the boards on the hash marks. The Rangers flipping that one up and into the zone of the Flyers. Kiemelman with it in the corner. Kiemelman not able to beat out the ice. That one was close, and that one, Blake, was late.
It was late right there. The referees are kind of calling this game with some edgy tendencies. In this one, they don't want to really blow a game for either team here, but yeah, late call there.
Yeah, now a face-off for the Flyers. They'll look to get the same offense that they've had throughout the whole game started. It'll be Nolan Long taking the face-off. He tries to get that one over to Lincoln Edwards. A lot of U15s on this lineup. It's dumped into the zone for Challenger. Challenger trying to cut towards the net. He's battled by Huo. Behind the net now with it are the Rangers. Nolan Long trying to get into it. Edwards gets it, trying to find Murata. He cannot. The Rangers retain possession. Long with it behind the net once again. Long rimming it around the boards over to Edwards, but it will go out of play. A face-off inside.
With all these underage or your younger guys on the Flyers, it makes me think, is Don Mills going to be stacked next season, Sammy? They're already getting experience at the older levels. It's like they're going to kind of rise to the occasion next year if they stick with the Don Mills Flyers next year, but they could always go to a different team. But either way, these players are going to be prepared for the next season.
Yeah, seeing this league is very important. Obviously, we see guys like the Markham Majors have Brady Wasselin. He's a second-year guy, and he's dominant and helping out your older mates, and seeing that kind of competition really helps you succeed and excel in this division. As not much time left to go in this game. It's been an exciting match so far. We're still looking for a victor as we are tied 3-3. With it now is Eshkak Kogan. He gets that one across for Ashcroft. Eshkak Kogan. He sends it over to the side for Balchi. Balchi hits off his stick and goes into the Flyers zone. And they'll call that an icing once again. The game of the icings. Just a minute and a half to go here.
I don't think that's icing right there. That hit off Bolchi's stick past the red line. That is not icing. This could be truly detrimental for the Rangers here if the Flyers are able to capitalize on this.
Yeah, and that's what I didn't really understand. But, I mean, they're down there. We are up here. So, minute and a half to go. And the Flyers unable to get anything going in the zone. Challenger kicks that one over. And a chance for the Rangers. Barfoot takes it in wide. Drops out to Kiemelman. Garrett scores! The Rangers, they make it 4-3 with just a minute left to go.
They crawled all the way back, and they've got this one in the bag. They snatched it away from the Flyers, snatched away from Cruz D'Annunzio. Wow, the Rangers are here, and they're ready for the postseason.
Ready indeed, as if they hold on to this one, they will be up 2-0. The Flyers will be on the brink of elimination. But Blake, we saw Cunha score just a minute after Jacob Bolchi scored the tying goal to make it 3-2. So the Flyers have been in this situation before. They'll call a timeout here, looking to do the exact same thing.
I said earlier on, Maxwell wins. Unfortunately, that is going to be the case in this one. Unless, I mean, I could be proven wrong, and I would love to be proven wrong in this one. The Flyers, they're trying to drop something on the chalkboard here and getting a nice play set up right off the face-off draw, but too little too late, unfortunately. The Rangers have really crawled all the way back in this one. I thought this was the Flyers game. This is the best game I've seen them play all season. They've really stepped up their game. They've had a great team effort throughout, but the Rangers, wow, sometimes skill just outweighs hard work.
Yeah, but still a minute and 9 seconds left to go. Hard work may pay dividends as we're in store for an exciting final minute and change, as the Flyers will likely send out that top unit comprised of, usually it's Nolan Long. You see Murata now. Cunha will most certainly be out there, and it looks like it'll be Di Natale there helping out as well. A huge moment in this game as Challenger will be out there for the Rangers once again. We've talked about him all game as Barfoot wins that one back. Challenger taking it into the zone. Challenger taking it wide. Haven't pulled their goalie just yet as it's sent out to Ashcroft. Ashcroft's shot patted away by Cruz D'Annunzio. Unable to get that out was Sullivan. Sullivan has Cunha wide. He'll go to him. Cunha dumping that one into the zone, but not really towards anyone as Cowan is falling. Cowan on Ashcroft. The Flyers will pull their goalie. A chance here now for the Flyers to get something going on the cycle. Not much longer to go as a battle for the puck ensues. In the corner, Kiemelman tried to get a piece of it. He was battled against Sullivan as Murata gets that one around. Sullivan gets it to the side. The Flyers starting their final rush as there's just 20 seconds to go in this one as it pops out to Murata. Murata, shot, saved by Grofstein into the corner. Nolan Wong tries to get possession of it. Edwards with it in the corner. A battle on the sideboards. Time is running out for the Flyers as the final shot from the point here is wide. Behind the net, rebound, center in front to Cunha. Cunha can't put it in, and that will likely do it. The net is off. Let's see how much time there is left on the clock. It'll most certainly be a face-off inside the zone, depending on how much time we have left in this game.
If time doesn't do it, that probably does it for the Flyers. That was everything left. They were sprawling, giving their last breath out there to get a goal past Grofstein, but there will be only a few seconds left in this one for the Rangers to recuperate and get a goal or prevent a goal off the draw.
And Blake, do you think they're going to set up on the overload position to try to force a shot up?
Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason to have a guy on the right-hand side there. You're only going for a shot in the slot, so they're going to overload that left side.
And the faceoff is won by the Rangers. Murata looking for the shot, but that will do it, Blake, in this one as we send it back up to the booth. Wow, what a game and what a comeback for the North York Rangers. They were down 2, and now they're up 2 in this series after a 4-3 victory against the Don Mills Flyers. I'm Sammy Brzezowski, joined alongside by Simon Hendricks.
Yeah, what a game that was. What a comeback. I mean, I really thought that the Flyers had the Rangers on the ropes in this one. I thought it was almost a certainty that they were going to notch this series up at 1 apiece. But the Rangers finding that willpower, finding that next level, and coming back to win this game.
Yeah, that's right. It was the Flyers kind of dictating the pace from the start of the game. It looked like they had control. But JB, he had something to say about that, didn't he?
I mean, hey, Jacob Bolche, what a spark plug this guy is for this team. We talked about him last game and how he's able to complement their star players very well. But holy smokes, he seemed like he was the best player on the ice for a few times. He's just so fast and uses his size so effectively that he was rewarded with the goal and an assist in that comeback. So Jacob Bolche, you get my first star of the game. My second star of the game, though, I do have to give some credit where credit is due, and that would be for the Don Mills Flyers, Michael Cunha. He had 2 goals in this game, which, you just look at that and say, well, he scored 2 out of the 3 goals. He must have had a crazy impact on the game, and that he did. He looked like their best forward on the ice every time, and every time he was in the offensive zone, it looked like something was going to go in for him, and 2 of them did. Finally, my third star of the game, William Garrett. 1 goal, 1 game-winning goal, that I should say. And again, probably their best defender, was able to move the puck very well, and like I said, was rewarded for a goal for his efforts.
That's right. He just stepped in and fired that one home to give the Rangers the victory. Now, the Flyers, they are on the brink of elimination. They played pretty well today. I can't lie.
You know what? They really did, which might make this loss even more demoralizing for them, given how well they were playing when they did have the lead. And like we said, their offense was rolling. They had consistent pressure. They had a lot of high-danger scoring chances, but they just weren't able to close out this game, which in the playoffs is so hard to do, especially against a team as talented as the North York Rangers. And I think if you're the Rangers, you're coming out of this game on a high. You're feeling 10 out of 10 on the happy meter. You keep this momentum going into Game 3, and maybe a sweep is on the horizon.
We'll see if the sweep is on the horizon. We'll see if it can be executed, or we'll see if the maid stays home in Game 3. Nice move there from the Oriole. Kodrak shoots, scores!